Apes, AMC stock might just go crazy. Now, hear me out here. Look at the option activity, and I'm going to pull that up right now. Some of these orders are for hundreds of thousands of dollars. This whole list is call options, but one of these orders in particular is for the June expiration, and it's worth over $1 million. I can't even remember the last time that we've seen a single order worth over $1 million on AMC stock. This is obviously giving us a glimpse into what the hedge funds and institutions are thinking is going to come next for AMC stock. Maybe they know a catalyst is coming out that we don't know about, or maybe they're just taking advantage of these low prices to make a lot of money. Either way it goes, I think this is a clear sign that AMC stock is about to go crazy and rally to the upside. But besides that, we'll talk about everything AMC that you guys need to know. Rest assured on that. We have some catalysts for this week that we also must go over because it will affect AMC and it will affect the broad market. So we're going to dive into all of this information. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for the snow that is falling outside. Can you believe it? It is April 18th in Michigan and you got to put on a damn coat. I don't know what the hell is going on. Climate change, I guess, if that's what you want to call it. I don't know. But anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. Let's get to it. Guys, we are going to get into the specific AMC information that you guys need to know in 1 second, but I want to give you guys the context behind why the stock could actually go crazy as well, because just people buying options in AMC, institutions, hedge funds, yes, that is a good sign that something is about to happen. Believe it or not, some people don't like to acknowledge this, but hedge funds and institutions, they know people. Maybe they're on the board of AMC. People talk, right? They get information before we do. That's why you see a lot of insider activity. You see a lot of hedge funds, some shady shit that goes on around big deals or big announcements. It happens every single day in the stock market. That is due to these guys having more information than we do. So maybe on that end, you know, you could say that, hey, maybe something like that's going to happen, or maybe we'll just see a bullish reaction in the markets here in the next coming weeks. I don't know. To put $1 million on the next 2 months for AMC is definitely suspicious nonetheless. But really, what is happening this week and what is going to be the main catalyst? Now, we do have earnings, as you guys do know. This is not going to be the main catalyst, but you do have Netflix on Tuesday, Tesla on Wednesday, Snapchat on Thursday. You're probably sick of hearing those if you watch all of these videos, but they are very important because the only thing that the markets really care about when it comes down to it is fundamentals. If earnings were to drop and go down forever, the stock market would instantaneously crash. Right? If earnings trajectories were down, the stock market would never rally. It would have a very, very hard time ever going through even periodic rallies because fundamentals are weak. So that's going to be very important, long story short, to why earnings are so important. Believe it or not, the markets do eventually always revert back to fundamental valuations. But the real catalyst here that could be a pretty big deal is Fed Jerome Powell. He speaks on Thursday. As you guys do know, the Fed has been very much transparent with the markets. That's why during the last Fed meeting, we all knew a 0.25% rate hike was coming because they were sitting here saying, yeah, we're going to raise rates. You know, we're going to start in March. We're going to start in March. So we knew what to expect. Now the markets are firmly pricing in 0.5% rate hikes for the next 6 meetings for May. 90.4%, for June 90.4%, for July 90.4%, 90.4% for September, 87.9% for November, and for December 87.9% as well. So the markets are firmly pricing in the next 6 rate hikes are going to be 0.5% rate hikes. Now, Fed Jerome Powell, this is going to be really his last chance to tell the markets like, hey, we're probably going to do a 0.5% rate hike. Now, if he tells the markets that, they will probably be chill with it. There's not really going to be a huge negative reaction, in my personal opinion, by confirming what the markets already know. It's within our scope of expectations. It's not out of expectations. It's not under what we expect. Now, here is the real kicker. If Fed Jerome Powell comes out and does not say anything about a 0.5% rate hike or says maybe we need to go slower, maybe, you know, the markets have already done some of the tightening for us, which they have already, and we'll talk about that. That's a very bullish thing for the MOS and for the short squeeze. But if he comes out and says that here in the short term, mix that with a potential catalyst for AMC stock, only my speculation, you could see a big rally in the price of AMC. But overall, just Fed Jerome Powell is either going to drop or pop the markets in a very substantial way. So that, number one, is going to be a very, very big catalyst. But you do also have Fed speakers. You also do have Fed Bullard that is starting to come on just about right now here, probably in the next 20-30 minutes towards the end of the day. And that could also affect things for tomorrow. Markets are really getting ready for earnings here today. If you guys want to come trade with us live in real time every time I call out a trade, then check out the link down below in the pinned comment. We had 50% on Tesla calls. Now we're executing the strategy that we have set forth. So we're just going to hold on to Tesla calls and see what happens for earnings. If Tesla really, really impresses investors, then those things are going to print massive amounts of tendies, massive money, whatever you want to call it. It's going to be very, very good. So if you guys want to come join the action over there, link down below in the pinned comment. But that's going to be the most important catalyst. Fed Jerome Powell on Thursday at about 11 in the morning, and earnings as well. Netflix earnings are tomorrow in after hours, and that's going to be important. Tesla, Snapchat, all of those are important for their own rights. And you do have the energy sector as well. Some things in the energy sector this week, payment processor like American Express, that's going to give us a glimpse into consumers, how they are feeling. Travel sector, you got American Airlines right there. And then for like chips, you do have IBM as well, and they do a bunch of different things. That's not going to be as important, but those three high flyers, that is what is going to move the markets. Now, again, if Fed Jerome Powell comes out and really says they're going to hold off on raising rates 50 basis points, there's a lot more potential room to price in positivity here at this current moment, since everyone is expecting the rates by the end of the year to be about 3.25%. If he comes on and does not say anything about a 0.5% rate hike, we're going to have to price in lower rates by the end of the year, which is going to be very, very bullish for the markets. Now, nonetheless, like I just said about liquidity being tightened, you've already seen that. Right, the bond markets went from 1.75% to 2.86% in about 1 month and 1 week's time. So that has really tightened liquidity situations about 1%, right? So you've already seen the markets doing the tightening for the Fed. If the Fed says, you know, we don't have to do as much now, you guys have done it for us, then that's going to be a very, very bullish thing. Overall, hedge funds are losing on their bond positions very, very bad. The rates keep going up, the bonds keep falling, and we are seeing more instability here in the marketplace as well. The SPY is slightly up for the day. The Nasdaq is slightly up as well, but things were pretty bad today, and a lot of other stocks are pretty beaten into the ground right now. You can even see AMC is holding up a lot better than some other stocks, and that thing is still down 2.58%. So a lot of other stocks are down even 5 to 10%. So looking pretty good for AMC's sake. I'm glad that we're not seeing a cratering, but we're still not above the 50-day moving average, and we will come back to the technicals here in just 1 second after we look at the option activity and the Ortex data. Baby, it is looking pretty damn sweet. Look at these option orders that are coming through. These just started coming through here in the last couple of minutes. Look, September 16th, $10 call for $353,000. January 20, 2023, $10 call for $390,000. December 16th, $23 call for $74,000. April 22nd, $17 call for $28,000. Look at that one. June 17th, a $22 call for $1.06 million, and that would be a break even of about $23.76 per share. That's a substantial move from where we currently sit at $17.55 per share. Here in the next 2 months, I think that is a very bullish sign. On top of that, look at these other ones. July 15th, $145 call, another $58,000 spent on that order. January 20th, 2023, $145 call, spent about $400,000 on that one. September 16th, $26 call, spent about $190,000 on that one. Another $138,000 spent on a September $26 call as well. So you could see an overwhelmingly high majority of this option activity is bullish for the day. And a matter of fact, you almost have more dollars heading into AMC options today than we've seen in the whole last week. 21 orders totaling $81.3 million, positive order value of 90%. 5%. Over the past week, 161 orders totaling $133.33 million with a positive order value of 73%. So it's pretty damn clear to me. This is sending us a very solid signal that things are going to look up for AMC stock here in the near term future. These hedge funds, institutions, they don't flow $81 million into shorter term call options if they don't know something is about to happen. Let's be clear here. They're not going to lose $81 million just for no reason. So, or off a speculation or a hunch. So definitely sending us a pretty strong sign. I think things are going to get a little bit crazy here in the land of the AMC ape. Now, the short interest of free float is 19.55%. Current shares that are sold short of 100.77 million. Cost to borrow max of 2.73%. Utilization of 100%. And days cover sitting at 2.36. So if that momentum does come in, if they know a catalyst is coming that we just don't know about yet, the stock could go absolutely crazy, like the title of this video says. Now, if we take a look at the technicals, we do need to break above that 50-day moving average. That is going to be very, very key. That goes without saying. If we cannot, if the markets continue to slip, if earnings are bad, Jerome Powell is bad, everything is bad in the markets, fucking a nuke goes off or whatever happens, the stock could fall back down to 15. I think it shows a lot today. You're going to see a lot of support and a lot of demand at these prices, even by the same guys that we all hate, the hedge funds and institutions. They are even coming in, stepping in and buying options here in AMC stock at these prices. So I think it does show a lot, and I think it's pretty damn hard to be bearish when you're seeing that kind of option activity. Something you just don't see all the time. 50-day moving average at $18.51 per share. That's going to be the key. That's about $1, give or take a couple pennies from where we are currently at. That's the most important level. We break out above that, we're clear pretty much to head to the 100-day moving average at $21.77 per share, and that's exactly what I would expect to happen. The key level after that, a psychological resistance level, will be about $25 per share. If we break above $25 per share, there is no telling how high this thing could go. We could break above 35. We could go absolutely parabolic, but I'm not going to sit here and forecast to you guys like I know that is going to happen or anything else of the like. So that is going to be all for this video. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you guys learned anything. If you guys found value out of this video, maybe we will get rewarded with AMC stock here in the near term future. Come join the trading group if you guys want to. Get your free stocks down below in the description, all of that good stuff. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.